So here's a little trick that some of you have probably seen on the internet already. I kind of discovered it by accident, and then went on to other sites to see if anybody else was aware of it, and a few people are, but nobody I recognized, so I figured I'd do a little video of this little trick for you to show you what I learned. Now, this is my ProPointer. You can see it's already on, and I've modified mine as well. Sorry. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you a little trick to increase the range of your ProPointer. Sometimes when you dig a deep hole and you've got a small target, you know, it's deep in there and your plug wasn't big enough and you don't want to risk scratching it or anything like that. You don't want to do this all the time because then it doesn't get you close enough. So you do this trick to you know, give you an idea of where to dig a little bit deeper. So here's the penny, a clad penny, it's destroyed, on regular, and we can get inch and a quarter, inch and a third on a penny. This is a copper penny. Same thing, a dime. Believe it or not, that is a dime. I dug it. Just over an inch. A U.S. nickel. Inch and 3/4, inch and a half. Inch and 5/8 maybe. A clad U.S. quarter. That seems weird, huh? A clad 50-cent piece. So inch and a half on any U.S. coin pretty much. Now let me set up the little trick and I'll show you. Okay, so here's the trick. Everybody knows not to wear your wedding ring if you're detecting. A, you don't want to lose it in the shuffle, and B, this trick requires your ring, or a ring. Any metal object will work. I just found that this trick is really easy with a ring. And what I do is I put my ring on my index finger like this, okay? And with the ProPointer already on, you can see the LED light. I simply grab with my ring on my finger, okay? I grab it and I slide it forward on the shaft until it makes a noise and I bring it back. Okay? Just a little tickle. It's kind of like increasing the sensitivity. Now watch where we can pick up a penny now. Here's 5 inches. 3 inches. We roll it forward till we get that tone, that little tickle. Just a little bit of tone. You can pick up a penny at almost 4 inches. Right there's 4 inches on a penny. Okay? That'll give you somewhat of a direction, a clue, which way in the hole to dig. Okay? Same with a quarter. 4 inches on a quarter. Okay? A dime. Now you got to play with it. It's a manual kind of thing. You got to play with it a little bit, but 3.5 inches on a dime. Where's my $half? But that little beep, 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 that's what you want. That's when you're in the right spot. And just roll your finger back a tiny, tiny bit. Okay? Here's a $half at 5 inches. Okay? And obviously the closer we get, that's the trick right there. And again, when I'm digging, I hold my ProPointer like this and just slide my finger forward. Oh, I turned it off, sorry. Slide my finger forward till I get the tone and then back it off. You get a lot more range out of it this way, okay? So here's way back here on this clad half. Okay, so now we take our ring, slide it forward till we get that tone, back it off a bit, and look at our range on this $half now. That's a good 6 inches away. And that's all there is to it. Just remember, when you turn it on, these are self-balancing. So when you first turn it on, okay, now it's set to full strength. And you can go ahead and do the little trick. Okay? But don't make the mistake of turning it on while you have your hand here. Because if you have a piece of metal on it, alright, and turn it on, like I'm trying to with my pinky. You can see my finger on the shaft there. And then we turn it on. Well, now we just decreased our sensitivity. Okay? Now we've got to be way up here on the shaft to get a tone. And we hardly get a tone because it was already there. Okay? So there's your trick. Turn it on. Slide your finger back till you hear that little tone. And it'll give you 4 inches. Anyway, solid 4 inches for anything. There's your trick. Thanks a lot for watching. Thank you, Dave from Relic Hunting Scotland, for mentioning me in your video when I fixed your ProPointer for you. Thank you to everybody that watched that and subscribed to me because of him. I've officially got 250 subscribers now, so thank you all very much. I'm not real big on shout-outs. I don't want to forget anybody, but I want to remember everybody. So if you want to know who my shout-outs are going to be, scroll down any one of my videos and see the constant people that are always commenting on my videos. It's always the same group of people. They're all great subscribers. And again, I'm not going to try to mention every one of them because I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to forget some, and I don't want to do that. One day I'll make a list or something, I don't know. But just check down my comments and see who subscribes. See who's subscribed to me by what comments, you know, who makes the most comments and that kind of thing. So those are my guys. All right? Swing, beat, dig, baby. I've got one more tip for you guys. One more tip about the Garrett ProPointer. Okay? Now I mentioned before that it's auto balancing. And what that means is if you're in open air, mid-air like this, and you turn it on, it's now balanced to its surroundings. Okay? So if you're in an area, I'm going to put my camera down here because my hand's kind of shaky. If you're in an area of ground that's highly mineralized and you've had to change the settings on your metal detector to accommodate that, you can do the same thing with this on each dig. Once you find your target, put this to the ground and turn it on. Okay? But we've got coins around it, right? So if we turn it on now, it's going to reset to inside where the nearest piece of metal was. Okay, so now when we get closer, we can still detect the metal, but you can still detect the piece of metal, the target you're hitting, because your target is going to be giving off a stronger signal than the minerals in the ground. So you won't be getting a lot of ticky falsing and you know, garbage and crap like that. And you can also use that to avoid, some sites have a lot of tiny little pieces of iron in it, you know, or rusty flakes from a you know, piece that you already dug but that wasn't your target. If you're in that little rusty spot and you turn your ProPointer on, okay, now you've just eliminated all that little tiny faint signals in the area, and the only thing it's going to pick up is the stronger signal, which is your target. So use those 2 tips to help increase your finds and make yourself a little bit more accurate in your plugs. Don't forget to fill in your holes, and you know, don't forget to check your hole always, and don't forget to swing, beep, dig. Thank you.